Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. We got some stuff to talk about, you know. Let's go. Boxingego roll call. Hey, where y'all at? Where y'all from? Tell me where you at. Where you at? Where you from? City, state, zip. They get it. Where you at? Where you from? Tell me where you at. Where you at? Where you from? Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. We gonna have some fun with this one. The roll call one time. Shot town for your mind. Shout out to Scrooston by way of LA or Louisiana. What up, Eric? I see you. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? We gotta warm the mic up. YouTube slipping on the notifications. San Pablo, what up? California. Los Angeles. See, my Cali guys is up. Us Cali boys is up. Where y'all at? Wake the fuck up. 409 Texas City, Texas. Everything bigger in Texas. Lega. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Tell me where you at. Y'all drunk? Y'all hungover? What's good? I just got my coffee trying to wake up, you know. Shout out to Starbucks. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? San Diego in the building. Chicago. West Garfield Park Boxing. That's that CWGP. And I go by the name of Ego. Ego's Army, where y'all at? Myrtle Beach. Ego's Army, where you at? Myrtle Beach. Where y'all at? Where you from? Nah, Icy. Nah, that ain't true. Me and YouTube got an understanding. Ooh, Black Channel. Yeah, smash the like button. We got to get this jumping. We got to talk. Y'all at church? Where y'all at? Fuck it. We gonna just go in. If they come, they come. I don't got time to be worried about YouTube. Listen. We had some good boxing on yesterday. Daniel Jacobs became champion. You know, now he's recognized as a full champion, no provisions. Like he was a champion with the middleweight, but he had a version of the WBA, you know, the regular, and Golovkin was the super. So this is now he can say he has the full, you know, the full shebang, the IBF belt. Shebang. Getting this money, listening to you. Shout out to all my money makers and go-getters. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So, congrats to Jacobs. Definitely will still watch Sergey Derevyanchenko. I think he proved some things. He went up with an elite level middleweight and held his own, right? He did his own thing, held his own. So we got to give him props. Tough, durable. You know, it looked like he shook up Jacobs in round 2. Came back strong after being tired in round 10, 11. You know, so I'll definitely check for Derevyanchenko. I like what I see, Derevin. Shout out to Derevyanchenko, man. You know, and I think it's pretty unanimous and safe to say that Sergey Derevyanchenko versus Golovkin, no matter what the outcome. See, listen. I'm saying what I'm saying, but I'm saying it clear so you can hear. No matter what the outcome would have been, whether Golovkin won or Derevyanchenko won, I think it is safe to say that Derevyanchenko versus Golovkin would have been a better fight than Golovkin versus Vanes Martirosyan. Because Golovkin, they're both from the Eastern European area, you know. But the thing is, you would have had Derevyanchenko, who looks like he likes to come forward and he's durable, and Golovkin, who would have turned probably more boxer like he does when he steps up with that style, or people with punching power. David Lemieux, Canelo, JACOBS. That's how Triple G gets his victories against those guys. He sets things up with the jab. Vados Martirosyan was at 154 pounder. So that's one thing going against Team Golovkin's recent decision making is you didn't fight Derevyanchenko and you allowed the IBF to strip you. IBF was on that Chris Brown shit. I just want to see you strip right now, cause it's I just want to see you strip. WBC. WBC wasn't. Hold on. Listen. WBC wasn't playing. They said we need, sir, we're gonna need our belt back. If you ain't fighting Derevyanchenko, then you can't sit here. This is WBC. WBC was like, hey, Triple G. Hey. Hey, where you at? Give me back. Hey. And I just wanna see you strip. Cause it's I just wanna see you strip. I just wanna see you strip. I just wanna see you strip, Triple G, cause it's on. I just wanna see you strip. Hey. Wanna love you? Gonna I just wanna see you fight against CHARLO, babe. I just wanna see you strip. Hey. Hold on. Hey. Oh my God. The IBF was. Shout out to IBF rules. They was not playing with your man's. If I love it, we gonna get freaky. No, darling, you never do. I'ma do it. We ain't gonna stop till 4 a.m. Oh my God. Hey, hey, that Chris Brown shit, that's a little bit of a workout. Hey, the IBF was playing. Hey, Matt, say Matt, IBF ain't playing, nigga. IBF wasn't playing. They said, sir, we gonna need our belt back. I didn't wanna see you strip. So that was a horrible look because we just seen last night that Derevyanchenko was not for play. He's a solid contender, fighter, whatever the fuck you want to call him, right? and now, after these messages, listen, and now listen, I almost wouldn't even believe this. Everybody check the comment section. There's the article in case you want to follow along. I almost wouldn't even believe what I'm hearing had I not seen it with my own eyes. You dig? So, there's a boxing writer called, he writes for, I don't know his first name or his name, but there's a writer, he writes for, I guess his page, No Sparring, but he also collaborates with Ring Magazine, Ring TV. He's a contributor. Ring TV, The Fight City, popular websites, right? And he did an interview with Tom Loeffler, right? And what Golovkin's promoter was saying was like so shocking. Like I say shocking because everyone knows what it means. I don't get shocked at boxing. And this isn't shocking to me because I've been telling you motherfuckers the same shit over and over. But, for lack of a better word, it was shocking to hear how candidly Golovkin's promoter was saying these things. So I'm gonna pull quotes. I don't even know what to like. I don't even, as a boxing writer, fan, vlogger, blog. Just a fan of sport. I don't even know where we go from here. I'm gonna read a direct quote. I gotta pull it up because I wanted to, I don't want to fudge up anybody's words or what they said. They were asking what is next for Triple G. Tom Loeffler says ESPN is there. DAZN is an option. We're considering both. No sparring. The writer says, how about JERMALL CHARLO and Showtime? You could do a one and done with them. Tom Loeffler's response, no, CHARLO doesn't make sense. That's not going to happen. End quote. End quote. Once again, what about JERMALL CHARLO and Showtime? You could do a once and done, a one and done with them. Golovkin's promoter, Tom Loeffler, he says no, period. CHARLO doesn't make sense, period. That's not going to happen, period. What? Bro, listen. Once again, per usual, more vindication for new media. I told you, man. Like, I told you it's a new era. Like, I'm on my Canelo shit with the journalism. Me and DBN, like, been telling you, new media. We've been telling you. I'm on that Canelo. Me Etta. It's a new day. Listen. To make that even more fucked up, read what this says. This is the article. Bad news for CHARLO. JERMALL CHARLO. I still want Triple G in Tokyo for Murata. Both coming off of losses. I'm done. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. What you want me to do? So CHARLO makes no sense. But Ryota Murata in Japan, coming off of a loss where he looked horrible, and lost to Rob Brand. Shout out to Rob Brand, gang. Oh, that channel, that makes all the sense in the world. Okay. And listen, I told you, old media, you guys had a run. Me, Etta. There's no way you could justify any of this. And I'm waiting because this is going to just be pure entertainment, in the hot seat. Once again, like I always tell you, the black channel. Why don't black people actually step? All this extra shit y'all be saying. All that shoot 'em up shit y'all be talking. I don't want to hear about JERMALL CHARLO's resume when statements like that are coming from Golovkin's side. End of story. JERMALL CHARLO and Ronnie Shields aren't doing interviews talking about, this Golovkin shit ain't gonna happen. They're not doing that. And if they are doing that, please advise me because I've never seen them say these types of things. Meanwhile, you got a 36-year-old silver medalist who doesn't have any defining wins with no controversy, and he has opportunities, and it looks like his own team is going to squander him. Boxing ego, your eyes are disgusting. Just block John Vinegar. What are you talking about? What? Listen, they are so mad. Like I always tell you, they're only here to cause distractions. I'm talking about boxing. They're talking about my eyes. I have no problem getting women. So why would I care about John Vinegar's lips, which is a sus name, when I'm trying to talk boxing? These dudes are sus, but see, they think that's the way. They're like, yeah, triggered. Like, that doesn't trigger me. That's just actually weird. It's weird that you sizing up men. Oh, look at your eyes. Oh yeah, fuck boy. Look at those fucking eyes. Stop. Anyway, I ain't got time for it. We got to get to the money. So I never heard, but listen, I just want to make the point. I'm not going to stay on this. I'm making the point. You notice when new media start really digging in that ass and start killing them with straight points, they always come out with this wild shit, like out the woodwork. Like Pac said on the beginning of all my Ego Valley videos, they're like the Judas did to Jesus. They're only here to cause distractions. You notice, like let's say I was trying to prove a point and I was getting fried in the hot seat. They're not going to jump in and say that because somebody else was handling me. You know, like pause. But somebody else was destroying me in the hot seat. Or if I'm like trying to get a point out and I'm like, it's stuttering. It's stutter. They wouldn't do that because I'm fucking up myself. But they know I'm clear. They know I'm clear-headed. I'm sharp right now. So what they do is try to cause distractions. So I just want that to be pointed out. When new media starts, you know, getting straight to the basics, the inessentials, we strip away the inessentials. That's when they come out with all this crazy shit because they're trying to distract you from what's real. Now, back to JERMALL and the middleweight division and Triple G. I have never once, if somebody in the next 2 minutes show me where JERMALL or his trainer, Ronnie Shields, said anything, or, you know, they say Al Heyman's the cancer of boxing. Okay, show me where JERMALL's advisor, Al Heyman, made a statement on wax, you know, with the credible site where he says that JERMALL won't fight Triple G. Don't talk about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. We're talking about middleweight. We're talking about JERMALL Charlo because I know they like to distract. Stutter. Lie when you talking to Mystical. Lie when you talking to Joe. They know I'm sharp right now. Look, in fact, this is what JERMALL is putting on his social media. Future of boxing. This is what he's putting. So this was his response to the WBC. He posted a graphic. Al Heyman doesn't talk. Well, then that's your fault. That's your fault because you won't be able to present anything. I don't know if anyone. That's not my problem. If no one can quote Al Heyman. That's y'all problem. Y'all the ones supposed to be showing receipts. So show me the receipt where Mr. Cancer, Al Heyman, says Charlo can't fight Triple G. You know, it's been a fun ride for some of y'all in old media, but you looking dead out here. Like, it looked horrible. He just said, like, that's Keith Thurman level of closure. Remember, Keith, at first they were asking about Errol Spence, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, Errol's a good fighter, and, I'm one time, baby. But then he got sick of it or something. He got sick of the Errol Spence comparisons and questions. So he did that one interview, and then the guy was like, so, Keith Thurman, are you going to just keep the fight that everybody's talking about, the fans are salivating for, is you, Keith Thurman, and Errol Spence? Are you going to fight him? Keith Thurman was like, not going to happen, baby. 2018, you're not going to see it. You got to wait. Not going to That's Tom Loeffler's not going to happen, baby. He literally said it's not going to happen. It makes no sense. I don't care if you're a promoter, trainer, fighter, friend of the fighter, family of the fighter. You cannot make these statements and expect people to take them seriously when you fought Vanes Martirosyan. So if we're talking about any fight that didn't make sense, then you tell me how Vanes Martirosyan makes sense. If Charlo don't make no sense, then tell me how Vanes Martirosyan made sense. I would love to hear it. I get it. Canelo failed a drug test. That's his business. Your fight in Cinco de Mayo got canceled. You couldn't get Jaime Munguia because he wasn't a champion at that time and nobody knew him, so he couldn't get licensed. You needed to pick somebody. Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade said, hey, I'll fight you short notice. I'll even tie one of my hands behind my back or something. Derevyanchenko said, hey, pick me. I'm your mandatory. So if you want to keep that date, I'll fight you. Triple G's team says, no. And they chose Vanes Martirosyan. Coming off a Erislandy Lara fight, fact, a 2-year layoff, fact, and moving out of the 154 division, moving up to 160, which is why he got destroyed in 2 rounds, and I was there. I was at the StubHub for that. So it wasn't a good fight. It wasn't a good fight card, and it was really, you know, the inevitable happening that we all knew. So to now try to convince, when you just fought this year, Vanes Martirosyan, under any circumstance, because at the very least, don't fight on that date or fight a ranked middleweight. That's it, you know, especially when the IBF said, hey, all right, you want to fight Vanes, this ain't your fault that Canelo failed a drug test, but you got to fight Derevyanchenko next. You should have just took care of Derevyanchenko. And I don't care about all the fight fans that are going to say, oh, but Triple G would have destroyed Derevyanchenko. Because if that was the case and they felt that confident in it, then the fight should have been made. There's no way you could convince me that that makes sense. Oh, we would have destroyed this guy, but didn't want to be the guy to destroy him, but you know he would get destroyed. That makes no sense. That's like me being in the bar with y'all, and then somebody was like, yo, Ego, you see that fine girl over there? You know, she looking like some chocolate milk, you know, or Latino or white, whatever she is. She fine. I bet you can't get her number. And I'm like, hey, Chris, I can get her. Yamal! Hey, Chris, I can get. But then I never get her. And then after we leave the club, she went her separate way. I never approached, never talked to her. You know, we on the car ride home. And I'm like, man, I could have fucked if I wanted to. Bro, nobody's trying to hear that. Because you had the opportunity to at least approach her, show that you had testicular fortitude, and get her number. Hey, Chris, I can get her. Right? And then when the moment came and presented itself to get her, I didn't even do anything. I froze up. And then on the ride home, I'm talking about how I could have smashed and I could have got the girl's number some more. That we don't, I don't know where the fuck y'all from. All right, we got a hot seat. Let me get these boys. They here to distract. Maury, we gonna treat you like Maury. We'll see if the lie detector test determine you a lie. PBC vice president just yesterday said PBC ain't fighting outside of PBC. Where's your video on that? Quote unquote new media. You sound a fool, bruh. Okay, so what did I say? You're bringing up something totally separate. So what did I say that sounds like a fool? I'll wait. You said I sound like a fool. Tell me what I said. What I said that sound like a fool. You can put the same comment again. Strike one. Answer the question. Your rigged ass hot seat, no thanks. Bro, see that? Listen. He said your rigged ass hot seat. Bruce been tearing your ass up. Bro, what are you talking? I don't even know who Bruce is. Bro, get him the fuck up out of here. He said thumbs down. Get Maury the fuck out of here. You see, he didn't want the hot seat. And then he talking about Bruce tearing your ass up, which sounds sus. I don't even know. I barely even know who the fuck you are. I don't even know who Bruce is. Bruce Wayne? Tearing your ass up, bro, stop. Listen, they swear I'm getting tore up. I'm having my best year. I'm living my best life. I ain't gonna beg and vote with you, nigga. We're tearing up. Look at the numbers. How I got tore out the frame and my channel sucks and stuff. Where, bitch? Where is this? How? Listen, they say. Bruce, let Bruce, all the skinny women, let Bruce hit it. Like, I don't even know who the fuck Bruce is. That's cool. But okay, he doing so much damage to the channel, but we growing. What are you talking about? You know, it'd be like, oh, fucking Soda Popkinski killed you. He's murdering you in his video. But we don't even know Soda Popkinski. Like, we don't even know who you're talking about. Like, I don't get it. Like, how you say somebody is tearing you up and then you doing better? Like, when is the downfall or whatever? Like, okay, let's say Soda Popinski's making a video dissing me, but like, that's cool. Everyone has their own opinion, but where's the part where my channel shut down. Like, you know, my channel is losing like subs and shit. I don't get it. And then I ask you to do the hot seat, and he said, hot seat, no thanks. We know what that is. So if you had so much damaging, why would you not want to do the hot seat? Like, really? If I was just, I'm getting destroyed and I'm so easy to destroy in the hot seat debate, then why would you refuse to do the hot seat? And once again, switching the subject, talking about PBC and why didn't you do a video on this and that? We talking about the current news, which I just woke up to, which is Golovkin and his team. Listen, y'all got to see what makes sense to y'all. If I have no argument, then why wouldn't you want to do the hot seat? This is similar to the people that say Canelo will murder Charlo. He'll murder Jacob. Okay, then he should fight them. It makes no sense to say so-and-so's getting destroyed, but then you won't take them up on a competition, a competitive wager. You know, it doesn't make sense. If you think Triple G smokes Charlo, that's fine. But why doesn't he fight him then? If you think I'm easy to beat in the debate, then why did you say hot seat? No thanks. Horrible people. And listen, everybody, all these people should be doing way better than the channel. I don't even know who they are, you know, but they should be better than the channel. Like, it's not like he said a name that I know, like Ellie's killing you, you know. I know Ellie's, that's my dude. Shout out to him. So I don't even get this. I don't even get it. But anyway, they only here to cause distractions. See how they don't want to do the hot seat, but they got so much to say? It's more proof. More proof. Listen, if y'all keep coming name dropping, like other channels, y'all, especially channels that are supposed to be, I guess, dissing me, my shooters will have to remove you. That's not, you know, that's not the wave. We don't do that. That's not the drip. Like, I don't know what other channels are doing, but to each his own. Good luck. You know, we don't do the clout chasing over here. You know, I never when have you ever heard me, when I was coming up, take a shot at anybody? I didn't have to take no shot at nobody because I didn't care what nobody was doing. Straight the fuck up. I didn't, you know, whatever they was doing was what they was doing. You know, I'm my own man. See, this is what I'm saying. There's a difference between beta male and alpha male. Alpha male don't give a fuck what the next person doing. I literally don't care. What that got to do with me? Ellie, he's that, like I said, that's my dude. He can have $1 million in the bank. That ain't paying my bills. What does that do for me? You know, so to God bless, you know, that's why, you know, it doesn't make sense. But some people try to come up, they try to coattail. They try to talk about something else that's greater than them, you know? Beta male simps, exactly. Anyway, let's not let that distract from what's really going on. Tom Loeffler said Charlo ain't happening. You said, why is my other page blocked? Bro, I don't even know who you are. I don't know. See, I get the blame for everything. Why is my other page blocked? I barely even know who the fuck you are. I don't know why you're blocked, sir. The hot seat victims get together and cry about being blocked. Exactly. But check this out. They say all I do is block. Listen. If all I do is block people, how do I have shooters and regulars? How do I have regulars that are like Kane, the bad guy who said that? He's always in these streams. Not every single one of them per se, but you'll see his name frequently. So once again, if all I do is just block anybody who did nothing, it reminds me of them people that be posting them Instagram posts like, Like, free my nigga Boogaloo. Free my nigga Boogaloo. He ain't do nothing. But he facing 5 murder charges. He killed 5 people, but he ain't do nothing, and we should free him. That's like, why are we gonna free Michael Myers? Like, people be doing too much. Free my nigga Boogaloo. And then they so stupid, they gonna post a picture of him with the fucking chopper. He got the Uzi with the, you know, he got guns and shit with the 30 dick hanging out. You know, he got the stick throwing up gang signs. You're like, free all his pictures like that, money pictures and shit. He throwing up all the gang signs in the world. Free my nigga Boogaloo. He ain't do nothing. Like, yeah, he went to that house party and killed everybody in it. He didn't do nothing besides that, though. You know, free my nigga Boogaloo. He over here with it. You know, got the extendo ready for nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop, bro. We ain't freeing this Michael Myers ass motherfucker. He right where he belong. Fucking with Jason Voorhees and he right there, you know, in the ranks with Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Chucky, and Boogaloo. Motherfuckers be talking about some free Boogaloo. Like, you ain't freeing that motherfucker. And then y'all so stupid that y'all be killing the people and putting it on like Instagram Live. Free my nigga Boogaloo. He ain't do nothing. He didn't do nothing, but he put it on Facebook Live as he's killing them. Bow. Bow, bow. This motherfucker taking selfies as he's shooting it. Bow. He didn't do nothing, but Boogaloo on fucking Facebook Live as he's bow. Bow. Red. What? He didn't do nothing, but it's on tape, him doing something. These dudes be stupid. Listen, all you young boys who's still in the streets, that's cool. You know, I fuck with a lot of people out here in the Bay that did different shit. I can't say too much, you know. But, you know, it gets to a certain age, if you make it to that age, or, you know, if you're on the outside still, but that shit is not good. You know, that's not the wave, especially if you got a family and different shit like that. But beyond that, even if you're going to do those things, that's cool. You know, I understand some people come from rough areas or whatever. If that's the choice you make, at least be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the times that I drove where I was like, you know, had a suspended L or some shit, you know, riding dirty. I made sure that I was coming to a complete stop, bro. I'm not trying to get caught by them boys. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers be slapping like with no L's and, you know, riding dirty and shit. Like, you trying to get caught. And then what's worse is these dudes, people be doughboys and shit and be filming this shit. They on parole and probations and shit. And they got the guns and the videos and shit. Bubba, hit him with the, hit him with the click, clack. You know what I'm saying? Like this. At least, like, mask the shit so you don't get jammed up. These dudes be crazy. This shit crazy. Fucking fake-ass, modern-ass O-Dog and shit. Hey, why y'all keep bitching about my tape? Give me that OE. Like, shout out to Ricky Samuel, $5 super chat. Ego keep busting them heads. Brooklyn, stand up. Shout out to Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn. Respect. Shout out to Brooklyn. Straight out of Brooklyn, the same youngin' slanging them same onions. That my nigga game brungin'. I keep a dame tongue in my dick. The chain hung to my dick. It's ghetto. Let's get it. Shout out to Brooklyn. He don't get much sicker than Fab. I strap up with the Eagles and throw bullets just as quick as McNabb. Flicker his dab, clicking his jab. And they chick that a stab complains she can feel it in the app. It's a like it or not thing. They like her to watch bling. And I got cars like Michael has got rings. Why spice up a chicken like she a hot wing? However, tell her to bounce like if they got sprint. Let's get it, man. I'm feeling good, feeling great. FABO, hello, US. I'm more than rap for my bucks. Keep 2 9s on me like Warren Sapp from the Bucks. The word I'm ballin'. Man, shout out to that Clue Fab. Y'all don't know about that Clue Fab, that Desert Storm. with that laugh and shit. Fuck you young dudes that don't know shit about classic music. Who the fuck you talking to? What? Anyway, no, I didn't watch the Joe Rogan. I just seen some sound bites. I didn't watch the whole thing. Yeah, Fab be flowing, man. He's versatile too. He could kill a chick song, but he could do some street shit too. Listen to his old Street Dreams. He said all you dudes do is sit on blocks and jive about who's the best rapper, and if Pac's alive, think I'm in the Aqua 5 with a button that make the roof flip back like pocket knives. You can't knock my drive. You're feeling like Rocky till you get a beating like he got in Rocky 5. Oh my God, he was killing. He said with a button that make the, oh my God. He said all you dudes do is sit on blocks and jive about who's the best rapper, and if Pac's alive, nigga, I'm in the Aqua 5 with a button that make the roof flip back like pocket knives. He said you can't knock my drive. You feeling like Rocky till he got a beating like he got in Rocky 5. Let's get it. Smash a like button, gang. Street fitted it a damn guess who? Now we gotta get back to this CHARLO thing. Triple G's own promoter. See, I know that the man fans don't like when I say it, but guess what? The evidence comes out to support what I'm saying, so you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. It'd be one thing if I said all this outlandish shit and then I was proven wrong time and time and time again. That's something. That would be something. But I'm telling you what it is, and then this shit come into fruition. I'm just man enough and got the balls enough to say it. I'm saying it. I'm not, out here calling Triple G out his name or this and that, but I'm telling you, I study the moves. I see. I present the questions. I ask the questions that need to be asked, and then we see it time and time. Hefe, B.O., hello, U.S. Yeah, we see it time and time again. They get mad at me, but again, you could get mad at me, but what happens, where's my Hallmark card when what I said shows to be the case? They don't ever come back and say, they just go on to the next, whatever else they're mad at me for. Well, they never come back and say, oh, damn, you was right about that Triple G situation, or you was right about Chocolatito's not #1 pound for pound, or you was right about HBO boxing commentary. I could do this all day. We ain't done enough. I could keep going about little shit that I got right. And I'm talking about before people was talking about. I don't wait for something to become fashionable. I tell you right now, I'm on the front line taking shots and busting shots for boxing each and every time. I don't wait for it to become popular and then I'm like, oh yeah, ha, and then jump on the bed. No, I am the bandwagon. Shout out to Boogaloo. Hey, you tripping. You really just made a Boogaloo name? He said, free me, I ain't even do nothing. Hey, you tripping. You did a lot. But I respect it, but you just did a lot. $2 super chat, I see you. Free Boogaloo. Every time, everybody say free Boog. That was pretty extreme that you made an account that quick that said Boogaloo, but I feel you. We gonna free you. We gonna get you out that system. But yeah, man. What is there? What do you want to say? What you want me to do? What can we say now? I told once again, everything they argue for. It all the man fans, they always come up short. Me taking no shorts, me taking no loss. They taking shorts and losses. Like what? What do you want me to do? They say, oh, CHARLO, he ain't beat nobody. He'll get destroyed by Golovkin. Is that, we gotta ask ourselves, is that the actions and or statements of somebody whose team feels that they will destroy CHARLO? Let's answer the question. That's what I'm saying, man. I tell you, emotions don't get you nowhere in this sport. Even for fighters, like this is not just to Ego's army and boxing fan. To fighters, if a fighter fights off of emotion, he might fuck around, get smoked because he's getting overzealous. He might get clipped with something, or you're angry, and then someone else is not as angry as you, and picking you off and shit. So that emotion don't really get you anywhere in the sport. You got to learn how to channel it. But the thing is, with Triple G, what happened to all the man fans that say, "Oh, Charlo ain't beat no one. Who's he beat? The Charlo Bum brothers, and they're no Lions only. They're Alley Cat." That's fine. That's what you feel. But does this sound like the statements of somebody whose team agrees with you? Oh, now we're talking. Shout out to QU1. He said they also forget about Ego being right with Keith Thurman too. That's what I'm saying. I don't wait for bandwagons. I got videos up from 2 years ago, and I'm like, Floyd mentioned Keith Thurman and Spence. That's a good fight. Why is Keith downplaying him? I was saying that before anybody that I know, but then again, I don't watch everybody, but I don't remember seeing even titles that were suggestive. People posing the question. Now everyone just, acknowledges what it is with Keith Thurman and Spence. And people are looking at the next fight, like Crawford and Spence, because they already know what it is. But I was the one who was posing and asking the tough questions back then. So that's a good pickup. I appreciate you for holding me down in that way. And, I really feel like on some Roy Jones shit. Yeah, I must have forgot. So, yeah, Keith Thurman. I've been on the front line with all these issues before it became popular. Now, people were there was so much resistance. People were saying, "Oh, you just hate Keith Thurman, You just, just stupid shit. You hate Keith Thurman and you're a hater." Like, what? They're like, "Oh, this is Floyd using security because Keith Thurman's calling out Floyd. This is his bodyguard. That's why he's saying the Spence fight." All this extra shit, where are they now? Now, back to Golovkin. For all the people who say Charlo ain't done shit, ain't beat no one, right? Now what? He ain't beat nobody. Does this sound like a team that believes what you guys are saying? Yo, listen. If y'all keep coming in my comment section, copy and pasting the same message, you will be blocked. Shooters. If they keep copying and pasting the same, bro, that goes to show you that people aren't. If you have to leave like 18 messages or you leave a comment and then you keep copying and pasting that whole paragraph, you're seeking attention. You're desperate for attention and hoping people see it. Nobody's tripping off your particular comment. Right? So shooters, when you see that, just block them, because I ain't got time for it. You putting the same thing. You just want to be seen. Pick me, pick me, pick me. That's not how this works. Listen. It's not how this works at all. People keep coming and cop. You're exposed. Okay, I'm exposed. Cool. Now focus on your channel, and I'm going to do me. Me and my exposed channel will continue doing what we've been doing. It's that simple. See, listen. You got to understand some stuff as a man, like as a true alpha male. If what they say is true, okay, like let's say Soda Popinski, he exposed you. He hit you with the ether. Almost thought you would come with the ether, right? Just cool. You got me with the ether. Boom. But then they'll do more and more videos about me. Why? You already killed me. My channel is suffering. I've already been exposed. I'm done, son. But then they keep so what is it? That doesn't even make sense to me. I've been exposed. Cool. But they keep talking about me. Whatever. Kenny Linder, I don't know. You have to tell me. Anyway, I'm not even really worried about the trolls. Right now, I need some answers. All the people that said Jermall ain't beat no one, he's not ready, he's not Lions only, he's Cubs only, and all this extra shit. Ego, you want to make a bet? Bro, who are you? Ike, I barely even know who the fuck you are. Why I want to bet you? What do I need to bet you for? What do you guys be saying? Ike, why should I bet you? Who are you? Why I don't bet strangers. Every time I bet strangers, I come up on the losing side. Because even when I win, I lose because they don't pay me. Oh, yeah, y'all just putting random stuff. Y'all talking about you want to bet me? I don't need none of y'all money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you want to super chat, you definitely could do that. But I'm done trying to bet y'all. Every time I bet y'all, even if I win, I lose. There's a dude to this day, Jacobs just fought another undefeated fighter. This is from Jacobs Luis Cuba Arias, his return from the Golovkin loss. Jacobs just fought at this point 2 more times since. And the dude said, I'll give you $40. That's not even that much money. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot to y'all, but he said Luis Arias is going to knock out Jacobs. And if he don't, I'll give you $40. I've never seen the guy since. He has never come to give me my $40. Never ran me my money. So, I'm good off the bets. It's just a waste of time. Unless we put the money in the escrow account. Now, Golovkin, his team is like, it's not even just like Abel at this point. Tom Loeffler is his promoter. If anybody can manage and get things done for Golovkin's career, I would say it's even the promoter more so than the trainer. So what? The promoter just said it ain't happening. But see, this is the insult to the boxing fans' intelligence. To say, not only to say it's not happening, that's how you want to move him or whatever, but then to still petition or still push for fights like Ryota Murata and then say it doesn't make sense. That's the insult. That's the true insult. The idea that Charlo and Triple G aren't going to fight, that's the wound. But the salt in the wound is to insult our intelligence by saying we made Vanes Mataros, and that's something we've actually done this year under any circumstance, given where Vanes was at in his career, given what he was up against. That made sense. Instead of fighting Derevyanchenko, who was durable and game last night, as he stepped up, right? And Jacobs has a completely different style to Triple G, so it could have been an even different fight, And the other thing, I'm not making no excuses. Jacobs is my dude, and he won, And I told you I'll watch Derevyanchenko going forward based on that. But not making any excuses, I do believe that since they had 300 spars together, they've been sparring before, that has to influence the outcome of the fight. That's why people say stupid shit. It shows me you don't know what the fuck you're talking about with boxing, because you can't judge 2 guys who are that familiar with each other, and each fighter has their own, each fighter has their own qualities, strengths and weaknesses, heights, reach. Jacobs having a tough fight with someone he's sparred with 300 times, 300 rounds or whatever the fuck. That's totally different than Canelo and Jacobs, because Canelo and Jacobs, to my knowledge, have never worked together. So you only have 12 rounds to figure it out. You only have 12 rounds to figure out. You got to, Johnny on the spot, you got to figure out what makes this fighter tick, what his strengths and weaknesses are. You got to pull all that shit out of him under the bright lights in 12, you know, or less, depending on the competition. So people are saying, oh, based on that performance, Canelo's going to destroy Jacobs. What if Canelo doesn't hit as hard as Derevyanchenko? You could be an unknown guy and hit harder than an elite guy. Canelo has power. Nobody's saying that. But there, you know, Triple G didn't destroy Jacobs, you know, and Canelo, I mean, Triple G or Derevyanchenko, neither one of them destroyed him. Right? There's a chance they could hit harder than Canelo at 160. Not chumping Canelo's power, not saying he has no power. But styles make fights, and they're all different. You got to input as much data as you can. To my knowledge, Canelo and Jacobs have never had 300 rounds working together. If that was the case, then that might be one thing, because they would know things, they'd be familiar. But you can't take a guy who's super familiar with Jacobs and Jacobs super familiar with him, and they work together under the same roof, and then compare it to what would happen in another fight where that is not the case. I mean, that makes a huge difference. Just like, you notice Juan Manuel Marquez always gave Pacquiao tough fights. Whether he won or lost, they were always tough fights. Marquez knocked out Pacquiao. He had 3 chances to learn Pacquiao, and he caught Pacquiao slipping. He said, go watch it. Go watch when Marquez did the Bradley 24/7. They started going over that knockout, and he said Pacquiao basically does this little feint stutter step shit, and then I knew he was going to do it, so I clocked him. The only reason Marquez knows that is because he had 3 other 12-round fights with him. That's 36 rounds with the man. So either 36, then the knockout happened in the 6th round, if I'm not mistaken. So 37, 38, 39, you know, he had like 40 rounds with the man to even get to the point where he could knock him down, where he could knock him out. That stuff matters. That's why Pacquiao, stylistically, and Marquez always put on good fights, because of their styles meeting each other, but they're also familiar with each other. That's just how it be. So I can't look at a situation and say Jacobs and Derevyanchenko, a puncher who's tough, that knows the guy, just because he hadn't stepped up and had the resume. You have to factor in the fact that they had 300 sparring sessions together. So if that particular thing doesn't apply to Canelo or Boo Boo or Charlo, then we got to look at those fights for what they are individually. Red Castillo, coming soon, but I'm doing it the right way this time, because I got some good feedback from y'all. So those are all good fights, and they're all up for grabs. And see, this is the other thing is, like, Derevyanchenko, you know, he's a good fight. He could be, like, I would say, like, look, put it this way. I seen more from Derevyanchenko than I did, let's say, Alantez Fox. Alantez Fox was 6'5", but Derevyanchenko was short and compact and was rugged, and he has an amateur pedigree. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's a better fighter? Like, I'm not, and I love Demetrius Andrade, but I'm just saying, Alantez Fox or Walter Katandakwa or Sergey Derevyanchenko. Like, honestly, who do you think is better? Based on what you just seen, who would you say is better? Walter Katandakwa or Sergey Derevyanchenko? You know, who's better, Jorge Sebastian Highland or Sergey Derevyanchenko? You know what I'm saying? So Jacobs has the resume because Jacobs has been, like, I would say, I would put Derevin, if we're talking about all those guys, I would put Derevyanchenko. I'm not saying I put him on the top 3 list or nothing, but I would put him over Walter Katandakwa. I would put him over Alantez Fox and what's the name, Jorge Sebastian Highland. From what I seen in those fights, his fight with Toriano Johnson, who was also a mandatory at one point, knockout power. Yeah, I would put him over that for sure. So, you know, people being kind of rough on Jacobs, like, oh, yeah, I don't know, based on that. Canelo is his own fighter. He's not Derevyanchenko. Canelo got to beat Canelo. Canelo has a better defense than Derevyanchenko. But, again, styles make fights. Maybe Derevyanchenko hits harder than Canelo. Maybe it was the 300 times working or 300 rounds working with Jacobs that, you know, made the fight tougher. Canelo doesn't have that on his side. So, once again, I keep saying the same thing on my channel. It's a case-by-case basis. You got to look at boxing like that. You know, you can't say, oh, people are so quick to write guys off and say this. And no way that Derevyanchenko hits harder than Canelo? What? You don't know. These dudes don't know shit about boxing. Forgive them. What Canelo has had no knockdowns or knockouts at 160. What are you talking about? How you gonna say that there's no way? I'm not saying who hits harder or not, because I ain't got punched by both of them. But how is there no way when Derevyanchenko actually has knockouts at middleweight? Canelo has no knockouts at middleweight. He doesn't even have any knockdowns. He didn't knock Triple G down. And he didn't knock Chavez Jr. down. And Chavez Jr. looked like a punching bag. So how do you know? You're in the hot seat. Fuck this. See, y'all, yeah. Yeah, we got a hot seat. I need to know how you know this so adamantly. Nick Hurst, we about to put you in a Hurst. The hot seat Hurst. How do you know Canelo at middleweight hit harder than based on what? Derevyanchenko never fought Golovkin because Golovkin avoided him. So there's no comparisons there. So let me know, Mr. Hurst. How do you know who hits harder? See, y'all just be saying stuff, and then when it comes to explaining it, you can't do it. Kenny Linder about to clap you soon. He said you done fucked up. You for real? Derevyanchenko experienced at amateur level, but who he fought to claim that he hits harder than Canelo? You still not answering the question. Strike one. Bro, you already made the statement. We heard what you said, and we heard my question. So what's the deal? You're trying to throw the question back on me, but you made the statement. I never said Canelo hits this hard or Derevyanchenko, but you said there was no way that Derevyanchenko hits harder than Canelo, which sounded like a man fan comment. So since they're Mr. No Way, and you have one strike, you tell me how there's no way that Derevyanchenko hits harder. So you think that see, some of you guys are really don't get it. Just because there could be a better John Molina or Ruslan Provatnikov at 140, they could hit harder than whatever fighter, Tim Bradley, you know? Per capita, John Molina might hit harder than Lucas Matisse. We don't know. But just because their styles don't, like, you know, because they're not winning every fight, Lucas Matisse could be a better fighter, but that don't mean that he automatically doesn't hit harder than the person. Once again, you guys, some of y'all have some major things to learn about boxing. So anyway, instead of, just answer the question. How do you know Canelo hits harder at 160 than Derevyanchenko? When Derevyanchenko actually has a bigger sample size at middleweight and he has knockouts. Canelo has 0 knockouts at middleweight. He has no knockdowns at middleweight. So let me know. Jeffrey says, forgive him, ego. He does not know. I know he don't know. That's why we waiting on him to answer. Come on, Mr. Hurst. I wouldn't even put you in a hot seat if you just said, oh, I think Canelo hits harder. It's the fact that you said Derevyanchenko. You said there's no way Derevyanchenko hits harder than Canelo. That's why I want to know how you said it so adamantly. Like, how you know? When Canelo's sample size is 3 fights, no knockdowns, no knockouts. 10 seconds. I'm not waiting all day. 8 seconds. Where you at, Mr. Hurst? 5 seconds. Shooters, get ready. Once again. 4 seconds. Okay, now he said it's a possibility. Okay, block him. That's all I had to see. Block him. He said it's a possibility. I didn't even need to read the rest. Now all of a sudden you backing off the block, so your initial statement made no sense. And Canelo is a different beast. You already done, bro. Because once again, you backed off of your positioning, like you guys always do, and you can't explain what you just said. Bro, see, I'm telling you, it's emotion. In their mind, you're insulting Canelo because somebody's out there. You gave them, it said, not even that you said, it's that you believe there's someone out there in the division that hits harder than Canelo. That doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the fighter, but they take it so personally and so emotionally that I just insulted Canelo. That's how they look at it. But that's not an insult if you like and care about the sweet science. You're not going to be a stronger puncher than everybody. You know, this has nothing to do with Canelo as a man, Canelo making money, but there's a possibility Derevyanchenko hits harder. I don't know. But he was the one that said he did know, so I was wondering how he knew that, based on what? And then he backed off the block. Get him out of here. This shit is easy, bro. I'm saying, all this emotional shit. He said, there's no way, Derevyanchenko. What you mean there's no way? He looked like he rattled Danny Jacobs. We have yet to see Canelo fight Jacobs to see if he can stop Jacobs. Y'all could say that Canelo will stop Jacobs, but if you believe that, then let's see the fight. It's a good fight. See, this is what the prime example. Derevyanchenko, no way he hits harder than Canelo. But what are you basing off? Derevyanchenko, Triple G didn't look past Derevyanchenko and never fought him. So we might get a better indication because Triple G don't have that much of a defense. So maybe we would have seen how hard Derevyanchenko was hitting because he would have had less of a moving target than Jacobs. You know, Jacobs was moving a bit. Triple G's there to be hit. So maybe we would have seen Derevyanchenko's true power because it would have been more of a war, more, you know, less like athletic movement and lateral movement. Alberto Romero, man fan extraordinaire. He said, I'm not impressed by Jacobs. All he has is size and some power. Canelo's number one. That's cool. Canelo got the most belts, but Canelo should fight Jacobs. Do you not agree with that? Alberto Romero, should Canelo fight? We don't care if you're impressed by Jacobs. He's a champion. Should they fight each other? Yes or no? Alberto, should Canelo Alvarez try to unify with Jacobs? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, then. So everything you just put, who cares? You just admitted that they should fight each other. And then now I got to ask you this. If you're not impressed with Jacobs, then why do you want to see him fight Canelo? You just admitted you want to see the fight. These dudes be getting trapped in their own words. Why do you want to see Canelo fight somebody that is not impressive to you? Alberto. So you just admitted two things, that Jacobs is not impressive and Canelo should fight him. So why do you want to see Canelo fight someone who's not impressive? See? Because of the haters saying he's ducking. Yeah, conveniently. Brian Jackson, $5 super chat. Sub Ego, can you explain fighters under banners fighting each other on different networks? Example, CHARLO versus Jacobs, PBC versus Top Rank, and Matchroom, etc. I appreciate the super chat. I wish I could explain it, but there's nothing for me to explain because I don't know. You know, there's nothing for me to explain because I don't know how that's going to happen either. You know, DAZN. I mean, it's Charlo. Well, we know Triple G and Charlo is probably not a possibility because Triple G's team just said that. But as far as the other fights, I don't know how it's going to play out. DAZN's very new, so we have to wait and see. Ego smoking y'all man fans today. See, man, you fanboys contradict yourself, laughing my ass off. That's what I'm saying. They're so emotional that they get trapped in their own words. It's like a web of lies, and the Black Widow is coming for you because you a fly in a spider web. You will get ate out this motherfucker. Pause. Because what you're saying makes no sense. Jacobs is a bum, or I'm not impressed with Jacobs. And then I'm like, should they fight? Yeah, they should. Why you want to see Canelo fight a bum? Canelo fight someone who's not impressive. Oh, just because people said he was ducking. Whatever. All right. This is what I'm saying. Listen, I'm out. I said my piece. Y'all could do all that man fan shit. I'm going to probably watch some football. Like, this ain't no work. They say do what you love and you never have to work a day again in your life. And that's what it is. These dudes be getting caught up. But as far as Triple G and Charlo, what can people say now? What can people say now? He said, LOL, ducking a bum. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are saying he's ducking, but he's a bum. Like, and he's unimpressive. Whatever. And then once again, like I said, the black channels, they get mad. The black channel. Why do black people? Who will Charlo fight? Right? Guess what? You want Charlo to fight someone, but then you have resistance from Team Triple G, who got ordered to fight Charlo. So clearly the powers that be aren't really allowing for Charlo to get the fights that he needs unless he fights the Black Channel. That's so what, like I say, the Black Murderers Row 2.0. Because, it looks like Charlo would probably, if Charlo can't get Canelo because of network things, and maybe Canelo doesn't want, I don't know. But definitely a network thing stands in the way potentially, right? And fans are making excuses why Canelo shouldn't fight Charlo. Triple G's team says it makes no sense and it's not going to happen. So who does that leave? Billy Joe Saunders failed a drug test, so he's out. He don't have a belt. So who does that leave for Charlo to fight to prove himself? The Black Channels. He going to have to fight Jacobs or Andrade. The Black Channels. Right? Lemieux, yeah, so he's going to get all the credit. That's just a fight. I'm talking about the fight that means something per the division, that means something that he gets. Lemieux can, listen, I'm not going to knock Lemieux. I like Lemieux. But that's not the most meaningful fight in the division. If Charlo beats Lemieux at this point, people could easily say, oh, but Billy Joe had already schooled him up. Triple G had already knocked him out. Marco Antonio Rubio had knocked him out. That is not going to be enough to appease these Charlo haters. The people who don't like Charlo, because they could say he's short, he's been stopped at least 2 times, he has 4 losses, Billy Joe schooled him. That's not enough. He said Lemieux. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You guys see it now. The Black Channel are trapped because of how these man fans do. You talking about some Lemieux. So yeah, he could beat a guy with 4 losses, 2 of them in which were stoppage. Yeah, that's going to give Charlo the resume that people are desiring. No. Black Murderers Row. He's going to have to fight Danny Jacobs, or he's going to have to fight Demetrius Andrade. Because Canelo's the A side, and fans are making excuses and say they're going to support no matter who he fights. If he fights Rocky Fielding and Rocky Road Ice Cream and Rocky Balboa, and then, who is Charlo at this point to demand that Canelo give him a fight? So we have to be at Canelo's mercy and Golden Boy's mercy. And then the other guy that means something in the division, Triple G, his own promoter is saying, not going to happen, baby. Doesn't make any sense. But Triple G, Ryota Murata, coming off of a loss, makes sense. Crazy. Crazy how that works, right? Shooters, we got work to do. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what that means. We put the hit out. We putting cases on all you. Shooters, patrol the comment section. We got some action. Y'all gotta hold this down. But you tell me. Bow, got him, rock-a-bye, baby. Shout out to Kennedy Linder. We taking no shorts, no losses. Oh my gosh. Canelo Jacobs, I'm good with that. That's a good fight for DAZN. That's a good fight for Canelo and a good fight for Jacobs. Who Triple G gonna fight? Ryota Murata in Japan still? Hey, y'all are done out here. I'm done. That should say bad news for Charlo. JERMALL. I still want Triple G in Tokyo for Ryota Murata. They're both coming off losses. What? New media. We the gang. Y'all just gotta, that's something y'all gotta deal with. Ryota Murata in Japan still? Nah, bruh. Nah. Enjoy that. It'd be one thing if he beat Rob Brandt, but I still didn't want to see it then. But coming off of a loss, the way he looked, hell no. He got some work to do. I don't care how big his fan base. He could have Elvis Presley lines out the door. You know, In-N-Out Burger drive-through lines. I don't give a fuck. That is not a fight that needs to happen. I don't care how many fans he got. He could have Justin Bieber level fan. Baby. He can have all the fans in, you know, he could be Ryota Bieber out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know, baby. His name could be Ryota Bieber. I don't care how many fans. That is not what boxing needs. Bro, Triple G's 36 years old. Like I keep saying, had opportunities to fight, you know, step out of the division, take an Andre Ward fight. No. But then Tom Loeffler talking about Caleb Smith. That's not a bad fight. But why didn't you fight Zurdo Ramirez? He's been calling you out longer than Caleb Smith. Why didn't you fight Andre Ward out there at 168? Floyd Mayweather said, I got a fighter, Badou Jack. Well, you didn't fight Badou Jack. Now you want to go up for Caleb Smith because he beat George Groves. Like, stop it, bro. It's looking shaky out here, man. Y'all favorite chicken is shake and bake chicken. Y'all looking shaky. Shakey's Pizza. Stop it. Ryota Murata off of a loss. And see, you can't even use that, bro. Here's why you can't use it. Ryota Murata coming off a loss. Triple G is coming off a loss. But let Tom Loeffler tell it. Triple G was robbed by Vegas judges yet again. And Triple G said he beat Canelo in the second fight. So why do you have to fight? Why wouldn't you hold your head up high, knowing you got robbed, and take on, you know, a tough competition? If you just know it wasn't your night, or, you know, the judges robbed you, then why do you have to regress in competition? Somebody answer that. I told you, I figured out this game. Old media, they have these sticking points, but then it comes back to bite them later. Once again, if Tom Loeffler said on record that we beat Canelo 2 times, the second fight was better, but we still feel we edged Canelo, then you should hold your head up high because you believe you won the fight. Triple G believes he won the fight. You know, Tom Loeffler kept retweeting all these tweets, and people were saying 46 people on press row all had Triple G winning. Great. So go with press row. Golovkin should keep his head held high, even though he doesn't have the belts, and fight Charlo. Why would you need to fight Ryota Murata in Japan and use the argument they're both coming off of losses when you were reposting that 45 people on press row had Triple G winning? I thought Triple G won. Triple G was robbed. Triple G thought he won. Then why don't you carry that momentum at age 36 with the subpar resume into your next fight? Explain that. J-Dog says, did we not tell them years ago, right? J-Dog, you are 1,000% accurate. I can't say nothing. I know J-Dog's been holding it down for a minute. That's why he was one of the first with the wrench, I think. We've been telling y'all, Ego's Army. He been rocking, you know. So, and then, like I said, the wound is fans might not get certain good fights. But the salt in the wound is Tom Loeffler saying CHARLO and Triple G doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense, but the WBC told you to fight him. The fans would love a fight like that, and it makes no sense. And then you're really going to, put together another fight potentially, or even advocate, even if he doesn't fight Ryota. The fact that you're even advocating for Ryota Murata coming off of a shaky Las Vegas loss, and you're advocating for Triple G to still fight him, that looks bad. Even if it doesn't happen, just the fact that you even suggested that looks horrible. You know? Triple G, and listen, people were comparing Triple G to B-Hop. There's no comparison. B-Hop didn't do this. B-Hop was like 59 fighting Kovalev. He had no business fighting them young dudes, probably. That motherfucker was like Benjamin Button or some shit, fighting Joe Smith Jr. and big punchers and B-Boot Shumanov and all this shit. B-Butt Shumanov moved up to like cruiserweight or some shit, right? And he was undefeated. B-Hop fighting all these dudes. B-Hop was 69 like Takashi, and he was fighting Kovalev. Even though he lost the fight, he still gets respect because he was fighting him. He fought, listen, B-Hop was like 44 when he fought Kelly Pavlik. Look it up. Kelly Pavlik was an immense puncher, and he was undefeated. And he was heralded. Like, people were like, oh, this dude from Youngstown is nice with it. He got cracks. Sergio Martinez beat Pavlik after, and then Martinez even said Kelly Pavlik was the hardest puncher he ever faced. B-Hop tore him out the frame. When Triple G did that to somebody. Tore them like that. Like, B-Hop I watched that fight on I think it was on HBO or HBO pay-per-view. I don't remember. I watched it live, me and my brother, and B-Hop was getting off. When Triple G got off like that, where it was just so dominant against someone like a Kelly Pavlik, shut everybody up. That was pay-per-view? Okay. So, don't ever compare Triple G's resume and title defense run to Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins got De La Hoya, Trinidad, Kovalev, Jean Pascal twice, Jermaine Taylor twice, Roy Jones twice. Like, just stop. Joe Calzaghe, just stop. Just stop. I'm not even just talking about middleweight. Just don't even say anything about. Don't even put their name. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? De La Hoya moved up in weight, right? I don't care. De La Hoya got moved up and got moved down and got hurt to the body. Triple G fought Canelo, who moved up, and he didn't De La Hoya him and hit him with a body shot. So I don't care that he moved up, because Triple G fought a good fighter from a lighter weight. De La Hoya is a gold medalist, and then B-Hop knocked him out to the body with a body shot, right? Canelo is not a gold medalist, had no amateur pedigree like that, had to learn on the job. He moved up and gave Golovkin 2 tough-ass fights. What are we talking about? Just stop. Bro, just stop. You guys look horrible. There's no comparison to anything B-Hop's done, except for I'll compare Triple G's resume to B-Hop's resume when B-Hop was incarcerated. That's the only comparison. When B-Hop was in jail, they had similar resumes. Stop it. So jail B-Hop, that's Triple G's resume. When B-Hop was locked up and had to mop the floors and commissary. That's the comparison. That's the only thing I can compare it to. Don't compare. That's what I'm saying. Triple G has B-Hop incarcerated resume. Because, B-Hop was probably fighting on the yard. He tough Philly dude. So he was fighting on the yard. And he fought Some young hungry lions in jail. That's comparable. Fuck is you all talking about? See, that's what I'm saying. Leave the legends alone. Leave the legends alone. In my opinion, B-Hop does do some coon shit, but I can't take away from what he's done in the ring. That's something totally different. Leave legends alone, please. That's why don't compare Lomachenko. Compare Lomachenko to these new motherfuckers. Don't compare them to legends that people have already proven. And that's what they try to piggyback off B-Hop's success, and just stop it, bro. Let these other people earn it. Triple G has not. Listen. Name 3 Triple G dominant wins. Like the best. Who are the best dominant performances from Triple G? Dominant. Keyword 3. Keyword best. Keyword dominant. Go. Hello. 3 best, 3 dominant wins. So Kate said, don't say Brooke. I don't even know how dominant that was anyway, though. Brooke was getting basically. He had a couple chocolate brownies in that second round. Lemieux, Monroe, and Curtis Stevens. I'm done. I'm done. Rubio, he beat the fuck out of Rubio, who missed weight. Lemieux, who had been stopped by Marco Antonio Rubio, lost to Hoshim Alcine and Stevenson. Vanis and some bumps. Hey, y'all wildin'. Y'all violating. Bro, that's bad. Listen. Let's play a game. You guys name any legend. Like, name a legendary fighter, Muhammad Ali, Pacquiao, and I'll name three wins from them. We'll play a little game. Name some recent, not no fucking fucking John Henry Wilkinson, like some shit that name some like big names. Roy Jones. Okay, stop Virgil Hill with a body shot. James Toney and B-Hop. 3. De La Hoya got hella. De La Hoya got Arturo Gotti, 2 with Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., Arturo Gotti, Ike Corte, Fernando Vargas. Chavez Jr. or what does that say? Chavez Sr. Chavez Sr. got hella. Meldrick Taylor, Mayweather, Roger Mayweather, and what's the name? I'm sorry, Puerto Rican. Macho. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, how you Triple G? You guys said Lemieux. Shout out to Brian New York, $5 super chat. Shout out from Brooklyn Ego, top 5 ducking list 2018. Possibly. Bro, listen. You guys said the top wins was Willie Monroe. See, listen, Willie Monroe about to fight Charlo, and y'all hate it. Y'all mad at Charlo for fighting Willie Monroe. But then y'all saying that's the greatest win for. Just stop. I'm literally getting off here. This is funny as fuck. This is funny as fuck. New media, y'all. Hope you guys enjoy your Sunday fun day. Yeah, this is bad. Triple G should just fight Charlo, because, and see, this is the thing is this. Triple G, if he fights Charlo, then guess what? This is you'll be derailing a guy who at middleweight is inexperienced, like, because he only has 2 fights, none of which are better than you, So you would have a very easy like claim to Canelo, and you could easily be like, man, I'm the man. You know, you be like, yo, I'm the man. I derailed Charlo. Y'all was saying he was all that. That could be that. See, this is what I'm saying. Mayweather, they say Mayweather's a pillow-fisted bitch and chicken, a yellow-bellied coward, and he waits till people get old. But 36, 37-year-old Mayweather fought 23-year-old, much bigger Canelo Alvarez, and he dominated him. At Canelo's, well, it was at 152, but it was closer to Canelo's weight than it was to 147, right? Triple G's the boogeyman. He has the same opportunity here to prove that Charlo ain't what people are advertising him as, and his promoter is saying, not gonna happen, baby. Richie Rich, stop with the fucking excuses, y'all. Canelo was green compared to now. Oh, well, that's his fault. He shouldn't have been calling out Mayweather. Stay your green ass fighting Alfonso Gomez's and shit. We not buying them simpleton excuses. Canelo was green. Of course you get better if you apply yourself. But he was the one calling out Mayweather. So he should have kept his green ass to green ass competition, which he didn't. He gained popularity, so it was financially made sense. And he said he wanted it. So I'm not going to cry that he got worked over. Anyway, back to what that shit happened in 2013. Who cares? I'm talking about now. Now, Triple G has the opportunity. He has the opportunity to do the same thing. Charlo's green at 160. He has 2 fights at 160. And the last time he fought was in April. So, take advantage of green Charlo. But just like Errol Spence said, he said, oh, I don't see Triple G fighting Mao. He'll retire before he does that. I did a video about this. It's at the end of the video. Fast forward to the end or watch it to the end. Errol Spence said the same thing. See, this is why they can't beat new media. Because the thing with new media, you can kick, scream, fuss, and fight. But guess what? You could kick, scream, fuss, and fight. But guess what? You're not proving anything wrong. You can hit the dislike button. You can do all that. That's great. But what you're saying isn't coming true. It's not proving to be true based on the actions. You know how they say actions speak louder than words? So for all the people saying Charlo, who is he beat? Charlo's a bum. Charlo's no lines only. Then why don't Team Golovkin, why are they fronting Charlo off? And the worst part about it in this article with Tom Loeffler, they said you could do it once and done with Showtime, meaning you don't have to be locked into Showtime long term. Just fight Charlo, secure your spot with Canelo like the WBC requested, and then maybe as a free agent explore your options, then see where DAZN is at that point, etc. We got the receipts, yeah, we got all of them. You talking about some? So Triple G, he just gonna He's gonna just wait around for Canelo and hope Canelo picks him. And see, that's not even a good bet because look, Canelo already beat you. He was in 2 tough fights with you, and now he's getting guaranteed for show money. So I wouldn't wait around for Canelo. They don't need Triple G anymore in terms of pay-per-view. I'm talking about financially. And really, he beat Triple G. So he doesn't need him to clear his name. The first fight, yeah, he needed Triple G because he had to clear his name. He had to clear his name that, it wasn't a robbery and that he could beat the guy without judges. He did that. But now on top of that, Canelo got the most money outside of Mayweather in boxing. He doesn't need Triple G. He doesn't have to have a successful pay-per-view, So Triple G's really, really tripping because he don't, how pay-per-views go. It has to be a good match for us to want to really expect good pay-per-view buys. Canelo don't have to worry about that type of shit now. He got for show money coming. So he doesn't even have to fight Triple G again. Triple G just wants money. But see, I wouldn't even mind it so much if he did it the Mayweather and Pacquiao route, right? Where he fought who he needed to fight, in his youth. And then when he got of age, he started fighting, good competition to moderate competition, you know what I'm saying? Or big events and stuff. I wouldn't even mind it at that because you already, Mayweather and Pacquiao, they could say, oh, I want to focus on family. I'm done. They have legendary resumes. They have legendary numbers and accolades. Triple G doesn't have a legendary resume. In fact, the best names on his resume have all been competitive and they've all been controversial. Then he, like, the way Triple G is allowing this to happen, if they don't fight Charlo and stuff, you know, this is a bad look, y'all. It's a bad look. Because the other thing is Triple G is so he's 36, so he's not getting any younger. There's a young hungry lion that you got ordered to fight, and now you're looking at Ryota Murata coming off of a loss. You were looking at him before the fight. Canelo already beat you, and he already has secure money no matter who he's fighting, so he doesn't need you for pay-per-view. He doesn't need to clear anything up with you. You know, you let the IBF strip you. This looks terrible, y'all. This looks horrible. All around, it looks bad. Like, you let the IBF strip you and all types of stuff. Smash the like button. We working, people. Can y'all hear me? The chat is not moving. Are you guys still there? Hello. If you guys can hear me, put up a 4. I can't see nothing. Put up a 4 if y'all, so y'all can't hear me. Great. Wow, there's a crazy delay. J Poet, we got a Canadian $4 super chat. Thank you. Triple G has beaten nobody in Duck Ward. He shook. How you just gonna summarize everything hella quick? Y'all crazy in these comments. Yo, man, I'm about to get out of here. Listen, but like I said, with new media, the thing is this. You can get mad, fight, and stream. Not stream. Somebody just typed stream and made me say it. Scream, kick, and all that. But you're not proving anybody wrong. Like, Triple G at 36, he doesn't have a legendary resume to fall back on where him pursuing only money fights and big events makes sense. When he still has stuff to prove. You get what I'm saying? Like Pacquiao, okay, he's fighting Broner and stuff. You know, at the very, I want to see him fight certain competition too, but I can't take away Pacquiao got 50, 60 fights. He got a good resume. So even if you don't want to see the Broner fight, it's a big event, and you got to at least give Pacquiao the fact that he has, you know, fought great names in his career. Triple G, Pacquiao has destroyed big names in his career. You know, Ricky Hatton, David Diaz, Eric Morales in the second and third fight. He didn't destroy him in the first fight, but it was competitive. Yeah, the Broner fight does present some danger, and it's a big event. So I ain't never been mad at I wasn't mad at Pacquiao Matisse. You know, that's cool because Matisse, it was real one-sided, but, you know, on paper, Matisse got cracks. So I wasn't even mad at that. And I'm definitely not mad at the Broner fight, for sure. That I'd rather see that than, like, Chris Algieri because it's overall competitive fight and a big event. You know what I'm saying? Triple G is in the pay-per-view start. Nope. I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. It's just this is a bad look. But like I said, new media. Don't tell me that who Charlo ain't fought and beat when he can't get the fights. And a lot of y'all are co-signing. Oh yeah, Triple G should fight Ryota Murata. Then don't get mad that Charlo doesn't have the names you want on his resume. You know, I'm out. Holla at the kid. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sunday Fun Day. Enjoy your day. I'm gonna go watch some football.